everyone doing? I hope you are all doing well considering the circumstances. I'm still just trying to hang in there. Just yesterday our governor said that we're all supposed to wear masks now when we leave the house, which I feel like we probably should have been doing from the beginning, but you know, there's a lot of things I think we should have been doing from the beginning that weren't being done, but that's a whole nother story. So I don't personally have anything. I do have some scarves, and I saw some videos going around Facebook on how to like make some out of, you know, fabric and stuff that you might have in your house, and like hair ties and things of that nature. So I was playing around with some of my scarves and things like that, and I think I can pretty well put something together if I have to go out. I know Eric has a few bandanas, and he actually does have like a respirator type mask for when he was doing like paint jobs and stuff like that. So he's the one that goes out and does the grocery shopping. I stay home. The only place I really go is the post office because I have to drop packages and to my father's house. So I'm definitely going to start wearing at least a bandana out to those places, but he's going to actually wear his like actual respirator and stuff to like the grocery store where there's like lots of people there. But around here they're starting to only let so many people in at once and that type of thing. So, you know, they are doing more to combat the rise of cases and stuff like that, but I still feel like it maybe isn't quite enough, essentially. So anyway, that's not what this video is about. I am here to do my cha-ching number 8, but as always, I like to talk to you guys, so this one's probably going to be a bit longer than some of my other ones. One, because I feel in a very talkative mood, and two, I have a lot of stuff, and I actually had to like stop myself because I didn't want to make this like super duper long, and I've been selling a lot of stuff lately, so that's really exciting. I think some people just don't want to leave their houses at all for like anything if they can, and I get that. I don't even want to leave the house for anything. I don't even like going to the post office. Like, even like the other day, it was kind of nice outside, and I thought like, oh, I want to open the windows and let some fresh air in, just because, you know, it's nice to get some fresh air in the house. And then you hear things like, oh, well, coronavirus can last in the air for 3 hours, and I'm like, I don't want that coming into my house, so I didn't open the windows. But yes, cha-ching number 8 we are at, so we're just gonna start in. I'm gonna tell you guys, like always, well, I try to remember what I paid for stuff and then what I sold it for. So first thing that we're gonna start with, I sold 2 pairs of shoes to the same person. They bought 2 pairs of my shoes, so that was nice. I like when I get like a multiple sale type of thing from one person. So these were Clark's loafers. I just got these at one of the last times I had gone to Goodwill before all of this, you know, took effect. These were the same loafer essentially, except they were like 2 different colors, like 2 different fabrics. The one was a black leather, and the other one I think was more like a, I want to say it was black too, but it had a tweed kind of top to it. So just like a little bit of a variation in fabric essentially. So I paid $7.47 a piece for the shoes. I got them at Goodwill. The one pair I sold for $44.99, and those were the all leather black ones. So they were a little, like, I went by, you know, what ones were selling for in that size, in that style, in that color kind of thing. So those ones were worth a little bit more just because them being all black leather. And then the other ones sold for $39.99. So the one with like the tweed fabric was a little bit not as sought after, I guess you'd say. But still, they were the same size, so someone got 2 like pretty well brand new pairs of shoes. So that was exciting. So next we have, I sold a Wii Animal Crossing video game plus like the little booklet. I was obsessed with this game. I still have my Wii. I I turned down the brightness on my camera, so if like it went kind of bright to not as bright, that's why. I feel like I have my blinds open on my window to let some natural light in, and I feel like too much sun is coming in. So anyway, Wii Animal Crossing, I was obsessed with this game with my Wii. I still have my Wii, I don't play it anymore, but video games and games in general and puzzles and stuff like that seem to be selling really well right now, and kind of, you know, people being stuck inside with their children and things like that. So the Animal Crossing game in the book I've had listed for a while, even before this pandemic hit. I stopped playing it. I still love the game, don't get me wrong, but I stopped playing it. So I did pay retail for both the game and the book, so I definitely didn't make my money back with it, but it was something that I just wanted to sell and get out of the house. So paid retail, don't remember what that was, and I made $27.99 off of both of them. So still, I was able to make some money back from it, so I was happy with that. Next was a Coach wallet. I actually got this for free. I didn't pay anything for it. This came from a family member. She was getting rid of stuff that was being donated, and so I didn't pay anything for it, and it sold for $49.99. So that's awesome when you can get something for free that way. It's like 100% pure profit, so that is awesome. Next we have a Care Bears. This was like this is vintage. This was from like the 80s, but it was still new in the packaging. It was like a PVC vinyl Care Bear figure, and then it has like paints with it and a paintbrush. Obviously this is old paints, definitely probably all dried up, but people who collect vintage toys, who collect Care Bears specifically, to get something like this that's still brand new essentially in the packaging for collectible purposes, it's not like a big deal if the paint's messed up, and even if they are opening it and painting it, you can use other paint to paint it, kind of thing. So with this, I wasn't exactly sure what to price it at because I didn't see any auctions listed, I didn't see any solds, so I really didn't have like a price point to go by, and I figured when that happens, when I don't see anything currently listed or sold on eBay, and even if I would see it on WorthPoint, I don't have a WorthPoint account to check. So anytime that happens, I like to just put stuff up on auction and then just let people bid on it. I put it at the amount that I'd like to get for it. That way, if like I only get one bid, I'm not upset. If it goes for more, that's awesome. So I put this up for auction. I paid $1 for it at a yard sale, and it sold for $40.99. So I think it ended up with 2 people that bid on it, and it ended at $40. So that's awesome. I also have a strawberry shortcake one that I've had listed for a while. It has a lot of watchers, but no one has purchased it yet. So I'm thinking about putting that one up on auction as well, like lowering the price and sticking it up on auction and see how that one does. But I was really excited about that one. Okay, so the next thing we have is a pair of men's cufflinks. These ones are really cool. They were fish, mother of pearl, just really nice. I got these at a thrift store. They have like a little basket of jewelry that sits on the counter, and I just picked them out of there. I can't remember exactly what I paid for them. I can't imagine it was more than $1. I think all their little baggies of jewelry were like $1. So $1 for these, and they sold for $14.99. I had them listed for a little while. I thought they'd sell a little quicker, but I guess, you know, not everyone wears cufflinks, so it might not be as big of a thing, I guess, but I thought they were sweet. So the next thing is a set of Snow White. These were PVC, like vinyl figures, and they had little gold, you know, strings on them, so you could like use them as ornaments or anything like that. They were brand new. They were still in the plastic. My mom, these actually belong to my mom. Okay, so as far as my mom stuff goes, my dad still lives at you know, my parents' house. A lot of my mom's stuff is still there. I brought up a lot of her things, like more or less the things that I definitely want to keep and cherish, like all of her pictures, obviously, that weren't in like photo albums and stuff like that, and her jewelry and like her yearbook, her diploma, that kind of thing is all with me in, you know, a safe place, so like nothing happens to it. So when I go visit Dad, I sometimes take stuff. I mean, he obviously doesn't care if I do. And I will take some stuff and I will list some of her stuff. I have sold some of her stuff already at like yard sales and stuff that I've had. So like obviously I can't keep everything of hers, and you know, I don't really want to keep everything. I don't feel like I need to. Like I'm more about keeping the stuff that meant something to me or meant something to her and that kind of thing. So these she actually got at a yard sale, and I know that because they still have the yard sale price sticker on, which you guys will know if you watched my Q&A video, the first one. I had mentioned about that little fact of hers. Wait, was that in the Q&A? No, that wasn't in the Q&A. That was in, gosh, what video was that? I don't even remember. You guys, my brain. But you know, if you watch my videos, you had seen that. So she got them at a yard sale for $3 and they sold for $27.99. So, and my mom, I tell you, when she was still here, like I would go to her house and we'd be in her bedroom and she'd just be like going through her things and trying to give me bags full of stuff. Here, take these, sell these on eBay. Like she was always trying to give me stuff to sell, and she didn't want the money for it. She just wanted to give it to me to make money for it because she didn't want it anymore. So I feel like when I do take something of hers and sell it, I don't feel weird about it because she always was trying to like give me stuff to sell. And even when she would go to yard sales, like if she had off work on a Friday and would go yard selling, she was always picking up stuff for me to resell. Like she knew what I liked, she knew what purse brands I liked, everything like that. Like she would always just have bags full of stuff for me, stuff that she knew I'd probably keep some of it, and then like obviously stuff that I would sell. So we sold those Snow White figurines. Next thing I have is a pair of women's buckled jeans. I actually got these at a thrift store that was having a $1 sale, so I only paid $1 for the jeans and they sold for $19.99. So I love when thrift stores and stuff like that have just kind of like fill a bag type sales and like dollar sales and stuff of that nature, because taking $1 to $20, like you can't beat it, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of stuff I like not paying much for something and getting, you know, a decent amount for it. So next is a Robert Graham men's shirt. This was also $1. This was from a Goodwill dollar tag sale. And I know a lot of Robert Graham shirts are very expensive. They can go for very, very good money. This one in particular, I ended up finding a blemish on it that I didn't see when I purchased it. So when I listed it, I didn't list it for very much because I was kind of like on the fence of even listing it because I don't like listing stuff that has defects. But I figured, you know, if someone really wants this, they might not care, or they might have a way to mend it themselves. So I only paid $1 for it, and I listed it for $17.99, and someone purchased it at that price. So maybe I could have got a little more than that, but I just, like I said, I wasn't comfortable even reselling it to begin with. So I'm happy with the $17.99 that I got. All right, next we have a pair of vintage ISOTONER driving gloves. These were also my mom's, so obviously I didn't really pay anything for them. I don't know exactly where she got them, if she just had them for a long time or if she had gotten them at a yard sale, I'm not sure, but they sold for $11.99. So they weren't a pair of gloves that I would see myself wearing, so I do have like gloves of hers that I did keep and things like that, but these in particular were not something that I was interested in holding on to. Alright, so next we have some Chloe perfume. These were two miniature bottles of Chloe perfume, and these came from one of my auction box lots that I am still making money on. So anytime I have something from the box lots, I say it was like 25 cents, and even then it's really not, like, because I made all my money back for the boxes themselves. So everything I'm selling is profit. So they sold for $14.99. So it was a lot of two, and they were like just little miniature bottles. Next is an Este Lauder lotion. This was in like a glass jar with a pump. I can't exactly remember where I got this. It was definitely a yard sale, possibly like a fill-a-bag type style rummage sale. So I'm gonna say I paid like $1 for it just because I can't remember. I had it for a while. It was used. It wasn't filled or anything like that, but it did sell for $24.99 still. Next we have a 9 West tank top shirt. This, again, I can't exactly remember where I got it, whether it was a fill-a-bag rummage sale, possibly. So I'm just gonna say it was $1. We'll just say it's $1. But it sold for $11.99. There are some things that like I've had for a while that I just haven't listed yet and that kind of thing. That's why sometimes it's so hard for me to remember exactly what I paid for something. Next is an Teak Set. This came with a candle as well as a room spray, and it's in a scent called the Smell of Christmas, and I have actually purchased this set twice now at a yard sale. I had found this set once before at a yard sale and I kept it. And it smells really good. It smells really nice. It definitely has a very Christmas kind of smell. And so this set I ended up selling. I'm pretty sure I paid $1 for it, maybe 50 cents to $1 at the most. And it sold for $24.99. I got a Grace and Lace cardigan. This came from the thrift store dollar clothing tag. So I only paid $1 for it, and it sold for $15.99. So this is a brand that I think I'll keep my eye on a little bit. I had never heard of it before. But it's definitely, I feel like when I listed that, it wasn't up for very long before someone purchased it. So that's awesome. Next is a set of Route 66 plates. These were really cool. I found these at Goodwill. For some reason I didn't put down what price I paid, probably because I can't remember, but these were like really sweet plates. Like they had that kind of like 50s diner type style to them, and then around the rim it had like a diner menu type thing. These were just so awesome. That's why I picked them up. But anyway, they sold for $38.99. It was for a set of 4. Next was a Sheffield strawberry print. This I had listed as like a bean pot cookie jar type thing. I really like the look of this, and I had it listed for a while and no one was really like super interested in it. So, but it did end up selling for $31.99. These I did offer free shipping on this, and it went to California, so I ate a lot of that. That went to shipping. So, but still, I know I made some profit off of it. So that's all that really matters in the long run. I didn't lose anything. Next thing I have is a Logitech Keychain Calculator. This was actually from one of the box lots from the auction as well. So we'll say it was 25 cents, and it sold for $14.99. It actually was still in working condition. And when I was looking up vintage Logitech and just calculators in general, that's like something people collect. Like everyone collects something. Some people collect calculators. So I don't know if that actually went to a collector or maybe someone who just really wanted a little calculator to put on their keychain. I mean, we have calculators on our phones, so I don't know. Probably a collector is what I'm thinking. Next we have a Nike sports bra. This came from a fill-a-bag rummage sale, so I mean, I spent maybe $1 at the most. If you want to be like super technical, it was probably less than $1 because you know, I stuff my bags full when I go to fill a bag rummage sales. So this sold for $9.99, which isn't a ton, but it all adds up in the long run. And since I didn't really pay much for it, so, you know, I'll take that $10 for sure. Next we have a Mad Elf shirt. This was like a craft beer shirt. I got this also at a fill-a-bag rummage sale, and I had it for a while. I was debating on keeping it just to like wear to work and stuff like that, but I knew it was gonna get ruined kind of thing, so I was like, I'll probably just list it. Well, I listed it and it literally sold like a minute after I listed it. This was probably like something that, like, this hasn't happened in a while where like something sold as soon as I listed it, but that's what happened here. So someone must have been, you know, had a saved search for like Mad Elf or something along those lines, or maybe Trogs in general, and it just sold as soon as I listed it. So I listed it at $16.99. Maybe I could have got more for it, I don't know, but I'm happy with the $16.99 that I got for it. Next we have a coat hat. I got this at a thrift store. It was just like thrown in a bin with a bunch of scarves and stuff like that. You probably saw me pick it up in one of my thrift store videos. I can't remember what I paid for it though, as usual. I would say it was like $1 and some change, maybe a little more than that. But I sold it for $39.99, so that was nice. I mean, when I looked it up, retail value on that would have been $150, so that's crazy, and I'm very happy with the $39.99 I made on it. Next we have an Este Lauder perfume. Again, something that came from the box lot auction. So 25 cents I paid, and it sold for $19.99. I still have so much stuff from those box lots to still sell, and yes, just made a lot of money off of those already. Okay, and then the last couple of things I know were from subscribers, so I wanted to kind of, like I did with my last CHING, I wanted to like separate them a little bit just to share with you, because I don't know, they might like seeing the fact that, you know, I'm showing it in my videos type of thing. If you guys aren't comfortable with that for whatever reason, let me know. Like if you buy something from me and you don't want it to be known that you as a subscriber purchased it, like let me know, because I don't want to, you know, do anything that's gonna make anyone upset. So one of the things I sold was a glass fish. I was just immediately attracted to it when I saw it. I thought it was super cool. It was very heavy, just like this red fish kind of glass sculpture. I paid $3.99 for it, and it sold for $38.99, and that was going to a subscriber. So I hope you guys like your stuff when you get it. I'm sure you already have gotten these things, at least I would hope, because it's been a little while now. And then the next 3 things were all purchased by the same subscriber. So she purchased 3 things from me. The first one was a Snow White mug, and I got this at Goodwill for 99 cents, and it sold for $18.99. She also purchased a button-up dress shirt that I got from, this was Goodwill's dollar barb tag sale. So I paid $1 for it, and that one sold for $16.99. And then the last thing that she purchased from me was that macrame rabbit, which I fell in love with, and I guess she fell in love with it as well. So I paid $3 for that at a yard sale and sold that for $23.99. So that was so awesome that she purchased 3 things. And as I always say, you guys never have to buy anything from me. I just think it's really awesome, like when I get a little comment saying like, hey, I'm a subscriber, and like I said, I always like to put in a little note when I see that. So if you ever have purchased, I always feel like I have to say this, if you have ever purchased something from me and like not let me know, and you know, I didn't put in a note, or maybe one didn't get put in for whatever reason, whether that would be Eric getting something together while I'm not home or something along those lines, I apologize for that. But for the most part, I do try to get out a little note with everything as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this latest cha-ching. Like I said, I had to kind of stop myself because I have more stuff to make another cha-ching, and I figured this one was probably going to be kind of long as it is as well. So I'm gonna get going. I want to get this video edited and up for you guys. I know everyone's kind of just like at home bored out of their minds, and I know a lot of people want to spend a lot of time right now with their family, so maybe you're not watching as much YouTube and stuff like that, and I totally understand. I mean, me and Eric, we've been kind of like binge watching like Netflix and stuff like that. We just started watching The Witcher last night, which we're on the third episode, and I'm liking it so far. And then I'm also in the middle of watching 13 Reasons Why. I'm like pretty much through the second season, and that's like a really awesome show. So if anyone has any suggestions for like Netflix shows and stuff like that, let me know, because I've been, you know, pretty well into like wanting to just like chill in bed and watch movies and TV shows and things like that. Is everything for my latest cha-ching video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys all stay well and healthy, and try not to leave your house if you can. I know it's hard because you have to go to the grocery store and stuff like that, but I will be doing my second part of my question and answers with Eric probably within the next couple of days, and after that I'm just gonna have to try to find other videos I can possibly post up for everyone. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.